Hello, my name is Mike Pfaff, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. Now, the last 3 videos were around how we create memories. And that was very interesting, and I made that into a playlist, and I'll show it at the end of the video. So we're going to go on from there. If you get a chance, take a look at it, because now we're going to move on to our next subject. Again, memories. How to change what never was. How to change the memories that never was. So, let's see where that will take us. Oh, by the way, I'm having a little Earl Grey tea with our video today. Now, again, if you look at the board, you'll see that I have divided it into the usual, what's outside and what's inside. And we have talked about this several times. So what is outside of us is energy. And that energy is meaningless. It's just flowing energy. And it's just not, it's everything. Everything potentially is out here to acquire. And since it's everything, it's infinite. And since the fields are interacting, this is disturbed energy. I emphasize disturbed because that will come up later. Maybe not in this video, but the idea that outside of us is disturbed energy that radiates patterns. Very important, and we'll talk about that at another time. Another name for this, you might call this energy out here. You might call it consciousness. And this is where everything happens. Everything happens in the undulation of these interacting fields. Now, what have we got inside of us? Well, first of all, through the senses, this meaningless energy is brought inside of us through the senses. And the senses capture whatever they can based upon the sense organ. And so we're getting data inside of us through our senses. Now, what do we do with that meaningless data? We interpret it. We interpret it as best we can based upon our past experiences. And if there are parts of it that we can't understand, we just let them go. They don't affect us, and they're meaningless to us at the time. So we take the meaningless data and we sort it into meaningful information. And from that meaningful information, we create our world. And those other 3 videos will point that out. And in that interpretation, objects are created. See, the objects aren't out here. We create our world and the objects in our world based upon what's inside and not the meaningless energy. Quite a change from the egoic belief system. Then we take those objects that we have created and we project them onto the undulating, interacting, infinite field. And it matches it perfectly. The disturbed energy, the patterns in the disturbed energy match our projection exactly. That's why we think we have an outside world. But we're taking it inside. Now, what are our memories? What we create inside. Our memories are personal, is our personal interpretation of what is happening outside. Now look at this. Outside is a happening. Outside is a happening. We take the information inside and best as we can make a determination what that energy is. From that, we create our objects. And our conscious mind projects those right on top of the disturbed energy. And then our senses pick that up and verify that the objects are out here. But they're really inside here. So, memories are our personal interpretation based on our unique past. Isn't that interesting? So, what happened out here is not what we interpret inside based upon our past. So the outside happening and the inside interpretation, two different things. Two different things. And yet we will believe that what we interpret on the inside is the outside happening. And that's where this comes in. How to change, because now we have a memory, either good or bad, and it affects how we will be interpreting our world into existence. But it never was the memory, the memories never were what the event was, what the happening was. It is different. So our memories never happened. The event that we think is our memories never happened. Not the way we think it did. So what happened never happened. It never happened. Memories, personal interpretations of what happened, but it never happened. But we believe, oh, it did, and oh, I feel so bad, and I can never change it, and I can never forgive myself, and I can never go on with life. Or, I had a beautiful time, and I can go on for life, and everything is wonderful. Either way, it's an illusion. And we believe it's real. And we call it the egoic world and the egoic world belief system. Memories. Now, if you don't have a happy life, If you have some things that you'd like to change, you're changing what never happened. And that's where manifesting gets a little goofy. Because you want to change, bring something into your life that's different from what you have, but what you have never happened. Not the way you think it did. Oh, we have much to talk about here in the illusion. So, let me mention one thing in the Course of Miracles. And as soon as I get the right piece of paper, I'll do that. And here's what it says. The past is gone. Bottom line. The past is gone. Once you leave the present moment, the past is gone. And what has truly gone, has no effect. But if you hold on to memories of things that never happened because you believe they did happen, and you can't let go of them, you're going to have a problem in your present moment world. You live from the inside out, not from the outside in. So when you change, you need to change inside. If you are manifesting and trying to change the effect out here without healing the cause, it's going to be problematic. But if you recognize nothing happened the way you think it did, and your memories aren't real, by changing their cause, healing the past, you can change what's out here. You are mystical. You are mystical and you don't know it. You are mystical, but you've lost the wand that you could change things with your mind. And I have too. Even though I talk a good game, I can't do a lot of this stuff. But I know I can, and I continue to work forward, look forward, and begin to moderate my life in ways that make me, and here's my goal, happy. Happiness is an inside feeling and not an outside acquiring. And we'll talk more about happiness in another video. So, for now, memories never happened the way you think they did. And so if you change your memories that you created, you're not violating any law of the universe. You are practicing mysticism. Be good to yourself. And we look forward to seeing you next time here in this magical place, the illusion. Bye now.